Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my minimalist morning routine. Now, I am not somebody who you might consider to be a morning person. I don't get up at the crack of dawn or 5 a.m. I'm totally okay with that. I think that everybody's body is different. But one thing that I do allow myself every morning is at least 15 minutes to just zone out and stare out the window and really let my brain wake up naturally before getting up to go brush my teeth and start my day. And I like to use my muslin cloths to just clean off my eyes, remove the sleep. It really helps me to wake up and adjust before I even turn the lights on. I'd like to thank Yours Skincare for sponsoring this video, and what I love about Yours is that they're a clean skincare brand that personally curates products based on your skin, your lifestyle, and your environment, which most brands just don't do. And this means taking into consideration things like sleep and stress and how much water you're drinking and makeup usage, as well as your environmental factors like the climate and pollution where you live. And they do this through a simple skin quiz, followed by a selfie analysis, which I thought was kind of fun to use. So in entering my city, I was able to see the UV index and the humidity and all of these factors that can impact my skin. And you can do a live selfie analysis, but I chose to upload a photo for better lighting. And it pulls out visible areas of concern and then formulates your box based on all of the analysis data. So you can see my analysis here and what they found from all of the information that I entered, as well as what my skin needs. And then the products that they sent were geared toward that, like their nourishing toner. Now this is their bounce back toner, and it has 5 essential minerals and niacinamide and all of these really good ingredients that are great for your skin and for the environment. So all of their ingredients are 100% clean, non-toxic, and ethically sourced, from their recyclable airless pumps to their sustainable packaging, including water-activated tape. Their products are also vegan, cruelty-free, and free of toxins, and in fact they've banned over 1,400 ingredients that aren't good for you or the environment, which is well above any country standards. Now, one thing that I think is a really nice touch from their cards to their boxes is that they put your name on it, so it kind of reminds you that this is a formula that was made specifically for your needs and your skin concerns. So these next steps are going to be the Drop of Softness Daytime Serum and the Crazy Rich Daytime Moisturizer. And they also have a Nighttime Serum and a Nighttime Moisturizer that are differentiated by a sticker on the top and then the color of the bottles. Now, their goal is to reduce product waste and cluttered cabinets, which I can definitely get behind, by eliminating those skincare trial and errors. So, for example, the products that they sent me were geared toward relieving redness and irritation, reducing fine lines, and age spots. So you can see that over time, that spot that was above my eyebrow that's been there since my honeymoon being out in the sun has faded since using these products. Now, if you want to try these for yourself, I'll have the link down in the description, and if you use that link with the code MIA, M-I-A, you can get 16% off of all of your orders, and that's increased to 25% off during their Black Friday sale, which is the 22nd through the 29th of November. So when I finally make it downstairs after doing my morning hygiene routine, I always go straight for the water because I drink a lot of water throughout the day. It makes me feel good, it helps me to wake up faster, and I just am always really thirsty when I wake up. And then I'll do a combo where I feed Charlie and make myself coffee at the same time because they're in the same general area. And usually by the time I'm finished making my coffee, Charlie will have just finished eating her food and then we'll go outside. Now I've started using this oat milk recently that's extra creamy instead of the half and half that I usually use, and I actually really like it. I like that I'm cutting out the dairy, which can upset my stomach after a while, and so this is something that's a little bit new for me, and it doesn't make the coffee quite as light in color as I usually like it, but it still tastes really good. And then we go outside, and Charlie has her stick that's over in its usual corner, and she likes to go to the bathroom and then run around playing with her stick before we head back inside. And so I give her a little bit of her own playtime, and then it's time to put the stick away and head back in to put on some makeup. Now, I don't usually wear makeup. I would say that I wear it maybe 1 to 2 times per week. In fact, I usually wear it on recording days, and today obviously happens to be a recording day, so I'm putting on a little bit of makeup. If you're curious about any of the products that I'm using, I've mentioned some of them over in my video on makeup decluttering. I don't usually wear much makeup, even on the days that I do wear it. I typically wear something really light as far as foundation. I stick to one color palette whenever it comes to my eyeshadow, like this Too Faced palette. It's come in really handy. I actually use it for my eyeliner as well, so I have a pretty minimalist makeup repertoire here. Some days I enjoy putting on makeup and I'll invest a little more time in it, and other days I don't and I just keep it super simple, but either way, it usually takes me 5 to 7 minutes, sometimes less, to put my makeup on altogether. And then before I dive into work full on, I always like to take this time just to check in before anything gets out of control. I like to check in with my team and make sure everything's going okay, take a quick look at my emails and answer any questions or comments that seem like they're urgent, and then I'll come back to work later. But I do like to do my morning yoga with Adrian, like I've mentioned before. It just helps me to feel more focused and more relaxed and makes my body feel good for the rest of the day before I really dive into work and I'm hunched over a laptop. And I'm usually not hungry for breakfast. Most mornings I end up grabbing a breakfast type of food around lunchtime. And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to go ahead and grab a muffin and pop it in the microwave for a bit. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and check my Habitify app just to check off some of the habits that I've already done today, like my yoga and drinking water, and just some of the other habits that I like to track and keep myself on top of. It is a little bit later in the day today than it usually would be for me at this point, but of course I've been recording and toting around a camera with me, which has added a little bit of time to my morning process. So in today's video, it's a little more of a morning and early afternoon routine, whereas typically I would have this all wrapped up by noon. And of course, Charlie likes to come and check in throughout the day. She's almost always right there at my hip or my side or laying behind my back on the couch. As you may have noticed, I don't always make my bed first thing in the morning. I usually like my body to have a chance to wake up and be more alert before I start doing physical things. And I'm a big fan of time batching, and so whatever space I'm in, I try to finish everything in that space before moving to a new space instead of going back and forth. And so usually I'll make the bed at this point around noon, especially now that I'm going to be up here in this space doing my work. Now, we actually have several different office spaces. Today, I opted for my bedroom office, but at some point I'll do a video showing the different office spaces that we use. And at this point, I'm just ready to get to work and start doing some video editing, actually for this video that you're watching right now. I'd like to thank Yours Skincare again for sponsoring this video. Again, you can find their link down in the description. And I'd love to know down in the comments, what does your morning routine look like? What do you do that looks pretty different from what you just saw me do? And I'll catch you here next week.